Hey guys, this is Amit and you are watching Tech Dad. In this video we are going to compare between Realme Narzo 30 versus Poco X3 and we will discuss which one is better in camera, performance, display, body of the devices, features, communication chips and about the prices. In the end of the video I will tell you which one is better according to me, so watch this video till the end. So without wasting any time, let's start the video. Let the comparison start with the camera of the devices. Talking about the rear camera of the devices, Narzo 30 have triple camera setup, 48 megapixel of wide camera, 2 megapixel of macro camera and 2 megapixel of depth sensor. Whereas X3 Pro comes with quad cameras. Whereas X3 comes with quad camera setup, 64 megapixel of wide camera, 13 megapixel of ultra wide camera, 2 megapixel of macro camera and 2 megapixel of depth sensor. So the winner here is X3 Pro because it have quad camera setup which have 64 megapixel of wide camera which can take high resolution of photos. And about the front camera of the devices, Narzo 30 have 16 megapixel of wide camera whereas X3 have 20 megapixel of wide camera. So the winner here is X3 because it have 20 megapixel of wide camera. Let's talk about the camera features of the devices. Narzo 30 have LED flash, HDR and panorama whereas X3 have a dual LED flash, HDR and panorama. So the winner here is X3 because it have dual LED flash. And about the video recording options in the devices, Narzo 30 can shoot 4K video max at 30 fps, Full HD video max at 120 fps with gyro electronic image stabilization, whereas X3 can shoot 4K video max at 30 fps, Full HD video max at 120 fps with gyro electronic image stabilization. So the winner here is X3 because it can record slow motion video at 960 fps. Moving to the performance of the devices, let's start with the operating system of the devices. Narzo 30 have Android 11 support. On the other side, X3 also have an Android 11 support. So it's a tie. And about the user interface of the devices, Narzo 30 have Realme UI whereas X3 comes with MIUI. So it's a tie because both of the user interface have different UI. So it's up to you which UI you like it or not, it's up to you. Let's talk about the processor of the devices. Narzo 30 is powered by MediaTek Helio G95 based on 12nm processor, whereas X3 is powered by Snapdragon 732G based on 8nm processor. So clearly the winner here is X3 because it have faster processor which gives you faster processing speed. And about the GPU of the devices, Narzo 30 is packed with Mali G76 whereas X3 is packed with Adreno 618. So the winner here is X3 because it can give you more FPS in games. Let's talk about the clock speed of the devices. Narzo 30 can clock at 2.05 GHz based on octa-core Cortex chipset, whereas X3 can clock at 2.3 GHz based on octa-core Creo chipset. So the winner here is X3 because it have faster clock speed. And about the RAM variants in their devices, Narzo 30 have two variants, 4 and 6 GB, whereas X3 have two options, 6 and 8 GB. So the winner here is X3 because it have high capacity of RAM. Let's talk about the internal storage of the devices. Narzo 30 comes with 64 and 128 GB, whereas X3 have 64 and 128 GB. So it's a tie. And about the external storage of the devices, Narzo 30 have dedicated card slot, whereas X3 have shared card slot. So the winner here is Narzo 30. Moving to the display features of the devices, let's start with the display size of the devices. Narzo 30 have 6.5 inches of display, whereas X3 have 6.67 inches of display. So the winner here is X3 because it have bigger screen size. And about the screen to body ratio of the devices, Narzo 30 have approx 83.4% whereas X3 have 84.6%. So it's a tie because both of the devices have same ratio. Let's talk about the screen resolution of the devices. Narzo 30 have Full HD Plus display. On the other side, X3 also have Full HD Plus display. So it's a tie. And about the display type of the devices, Narzo 30 have IPS LCD display having 90Hz of refresh rate, whereas X3 have IPS LCD display having 120Hz of refresh rate with HDR10 support. So the winner here is X3 because it have HDR10 support which can produce more darker black and vivid colors. Moving to the body features of the devices, let's start with the thickness of the devices. Narzo 30 have 9.4 mm of thickness, whereas X3 have 10.1 mm of thickness. So the winner here is Narzo 30 because it have slimmer body. Talking about the weight of the devices, Narzo 30 comes with 192 grams of weight, whereas X3 have 225 grams of weight. So the winner here is Narzo 30 because it have lighter body weight. And about the protective glass of the devices, Narzo 30 have Gorilla Glass 3, whereas X3 have Gorilla Glass 5. So the winner here is X3 because it have newer generation of glass which is more durable than its older generation. Let's talk about the build quality of the devices. Narzo 30 have plastic back with plastic frame, whereas X3 have plastic back with plastic frame. So it's a tie here because both of the devices have solid build quality. And about the SIM options in the devices, both of the devices have dual nano SIM support, so it's a tie. Moving to some of the most important features of the devices, let's start with the fingerprint scanner of the devices. Narzo 30 have side mounted fingerprint scanner. On the other side, X3 have side mounted fingerprint scanner, so it's a tie. And about the sensors in the devices, Narzo 30 have accelerometer, gyroscope, proximity and compass, whereas X3 have accelerometer, gyroscope, proximity and compass. Let's talk about the battery capacity of the devices. Narzo 30 have 5000 mAh of battery capacity, whereas X3 have 6000 mAh of battery capacity. So the winner here is X3 because it have massive battery capacity. Let's talk about the charging speed of the devices. Narzo 30 have 30 watts of fast charging, whereas X3 have 33 watts of fast charging. So the winner here is X3 because it can charge up the device faster. Let's talk about the loudspeaker of the devices. Narzo 30 comes with normal speakers, whereas X3 comes with stereo speakers. So the winner here is X3 because it can produce immersive sound. And about the headphone jack of the devices, Narzo 30 have 3.5 mm of headphone jack, whereas X3 also have. So again it's a tie. Moving to the communication chips in the devices, starting with the WLAN of the devices. Both of the devices have Wi-Fi AC, dual band Wi-Fi, Wi-Fi direct and hotspot, so it's a tie. And about the Bluetooth version of the devices, Narzo 30 have 5th generation of Bluetooth, whereas X3 have 5.1 generation of Bluetooth. So the winner here is X3 because it have newer generation of Bluetooth. Let's talk about the positioning chips in the devices. Narzo 30 have a GPS, GLONASS and BDS, whereas X3 have a GPS, GLONASS and BDS. So it's a tie here. And about the USB connectivity of the devices, Narzo 30 comes with 2nd gen of Type-C connector, whereas X3 have 2nd gen of Type-C connector with OTG support. So the winner here is X3. Moving to the price of the devices in the international market, Narzo 30 is around $180 whereas X3 is available from $220 In the Indian market, Narzo 30 have starting range from 12,500 rupees, whereas X3 is available from 16,000 rupees. So the conclusion of the video is, in the camera, the winner here is X3. In the performance, the winner here is X3. In the display, the winner here is X3. In the body segment, the winner here is Narzo 30. In the features of the device, the winner here is X3. In the communication chips, it's a tie. And about the prices, the winner here is Narzo 30. So the decision is totally yours, which device you like the most so far, and let me know in the comment below which device is better for you. So thank you guys for watching this video. If you like our content, please like our video, share this video and subscribe to our channel. Comment what you thought in the comment below. If you're watching this video on Facebook, please like our page, tag that, and if you want to follow me on Instagram, here's my Instagram ID on the screen. This is Amit and I will see you guys in the next one. Till then, bye.